Hey guys, it's your girl Abriah, Serenity, and I'm back with you with another video. Today we are talking about the importance of silence. The importance of silence. And the Lord has been speaking to me and a lot of other prophetic voices telling people to be quiet. There's a lot of amazing things the Lord is getting ready to do. A lot of you are getting ready to get some type of inheritance. He's getting ready to bless you with something He's promised you or something He's been speaking to you about. Something that He's been preparing you for is getting ready to come to pass, whatever that may be. It doesn't just have to be a marriage. It could be a job opportunity. It could be relocation. It could be a baby. It could be a new house, an apartment, a car, whatever it is. The Lord is saying, be quiet. Be quiet. Shut your mouth. He's saying, tell nobody. Tell nobody. I know a lot of us get excited when the Lord does things for us. When prophecy comes to pass and we get so excited, we're like, oh my goodness, I got to share it. Everybody, I got to share it on Facebook. I got to put it on YouTube. I got to put it on TikTok. I got to show people what the Lord has done. I got to show people proof. The Lord is saying, shh, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Because if you do not hush your mouth, you will hinder what He's trying to do. What He's giving to you is very great. What He's doing for you is great, but it can hinder your process if you speak prematurely. This grand thing that He's getting ready to deliver into your hands is amazing, yes, but it's not done. That the work is not complete. The work is not complete. There are still things that need to be done. And so when He delivers this to you, do not be quick to speak. Do not be quick to boast. Do not be quick to share your testimony and tell everybody what the Lord is doing for you. The Lord is saying, be quiet. Be quiet. Okay, we're coming out of the book of Mark, the first chapter, verses 40 through 45, where it reads, and then came a leper to him, beseeching him and kneeling down to him and saying unto him, if thou wilt, thou can make me clean. And Jesus, moved with compassion, put forth his hand and touched him and saith unto him, I will, be thou clean. And as soon as he had spoken, immediately the leprosy departed from him, and he was cleansed. And he straitly charged him, and forthwith sent him away, and saith unto him, see thou say nothing to any man, but go thy way, and shew thyself to the priest, and offer for thy cleansing those things which Moses commanded, for a testimony unto them. But he went out and began to publish it, so much, and to ablaze abroad the matter, insomuch that Jesus could no more openly enter into the city, but was without in desert places, and they came to him from every quarter. The man with leprosy came to Jesus and said, heal me. And Jesus said, tell no one what I've done for you. Go make an offering in the temple and give what Moses commanded instead. Do not reveal what I have done. But because he did not obey what Jesus had told him to do, he did not do what Jesus told him to do. He went and ran. He published it so much that he was not able to enter the city openly anymore. He just began to go without in desert places. He didn't have what he needed. He was stuck. He was stuck in desert places. Okay? The Lord is saying that if you open your mouth prematurely, you will hinder whatever it is the Lord is trying to do. Whatever He's trying to use you for, whatever He's trying to do with the situation, if you speak too soon, you will hinder what the Lord is trying to do. You will compromise what you have. Imagine the Lord giving you some food, or He gave you something, and you go into this restaurant and you have this plate of this magnificent food that He gave you, and there's 100+ people in this restaurant, and you take that plate and you go to every individual person and show them your plate, and you have 100 people looking down at your plate, sniffing your plate, giving opinions about your plate. Some of these people may even take from your plate, and by the time you get done showing all those people your plate, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to want to eat it anymore, or you're going to feel differently about the plate, or the plate will have been tampered with to the point where you can't even enjoy it. The Lord is saying, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I know we get excited about the things the Lord is doing for us, but we have to remember that the enemy is watching too. And if the Lord has told you to be quiet, then be quiet. And for some of us, it's going to be very difficult, because it's going to be such a happy, joyous occasion that we will want to share with others, but we won't be able to. Because that's how top secret this is. This is how important this is, that you tell no one. It's so important. And if you open your mouth prematurely, you will hinder whatever the Lord is trying to do. Like I said, whatever He's getting ready to give you is going to be something so big, but still so premature. And if that one thing that he's getting ready to do is so big, just imagine what else he's getting ready to do. So you cannot speak prematurely on this thing, lest you hinder what the Lord is trying to do. You alter your mindset because you're going to have like so many people speaking on what the Lord is doing. And you'll keep the Lord from doing what he's trying to do. You'll cause delay. You'll hinder it. And then you'll get this thing and you'll try to figure out, okay, now what? Now things aren't happening because you hindered whatever was coming next. You hindered whatever was coming next. So you have to be quiet. You have to be mindful of what you share in this hour, in this time, because the Lord is getting ready to do something amazing for his people. He's getting ready to do something amazing that people are going to want to share. People are going to want to post it on Facebook. People are going to want to rejoice. They're going to want to drop hints, subtle hints. But the Lord is saying, don't even do that. The Lord is saying, proceed as normal. And when he does this thing for you, he's saying, act normal. Act as you normally would. Act as you normally would if he had not done this thing. Do not reveal what he has done just yet, because what he's doing is just the beginning of something much greater. Also, remember the video I posted about not being influenced by Jezebel spirits, by witchcraft spirits, to be careful, because if you open your mouth and you share this thing with the public, those are the people that are going to rise up and try to tell you what to do with it. Those are going to be the people that speak on it the most. They're going to be trying to give you advice. They're going to be trying to tell you what to do. And these are people who have never had to pick up your mantle. These are people that have never had to do what you have been called to do. These are people who don't know. They don't know. They lean on their own understanding. And when you reveal things prematurely, you're basically giving these people permission to influence you. You're giving these people permission to tell you what you should do. The only person you should be seeking and be wanting advice from is the Lord during this time. Because if there was someone in your life that the Lord wanted you to heed to, he would have put them in your life. He wouldn't have told you to be quiet. He would have told you to go to that person and speak to them concerning this thing. And there will be many that will be offended because of your silence. There will be many people who will be really upset that you didn't tell them, or that they didn't know when these things were happening. You need to pray against the spirit of offense, because of course a lot of people are going to be offended considering how big this thing is. They're going to be like, how could you not tell me this? But you were charged to silence. You were told to be quiet by the Lord. And a lot of people will be offended, but let them be offended. Apologize and say, hey, look, I apologize that you're offended, but this is what the Lord had me do. The Lord had me be quiet about this thing. I had to be quiet about this thing I was going through. While he was working on this, I had to be quiet. I didn't want to leave you out, but I had to. And you guys need to understand that some of you are surrounded by enemies. Some of you are surrounded by people who do not mean well. They may seem like they mean well, but they don't mean well. And he wants you to be quiet. And some of you do not know this. Some of you think that you are loved, and you are loved, but some of you don't realize that these people around you are just waiting for an opportunity to do something. And that does not mean be paranoid. That does not mean be like, oh my goodness, who wants to hurt me? Everybody's trying to hurt me. No. That simply means that you need to be careful with what you share. And there's going to be a lot of people who try to influence you once you come out and it is revealed that this thing has been given to you, that this thing has been done for you, that the Lord has delivered this into your hands. They're going to be calling you like, oh, you need to do this, or you should have did this. I would have told you to do this. And you're going to be like, well, if the Lord wanted you to tell me what to do, he would have told you about what he was getting ready to do. You guys need to understand that obedience is really important. It is of the most importance. Speaking prematurely can really taint what the Lord has, especially if this is like a marriage type of situation. If you're getting ready to get married and say that you and your spouse finally come together, but you guys have to elope. You know, there's going to be a lot of people who got something to say about that. And then some people going to be like, who is this person? Who is this woman? Who is this guy that you just married? Who is this? Right? They may not be new to you, but it's new to them. And the Lord is saying a lot of people will be offended. They be able to influence the way you think, but some people will just speak bad things over it. They'll speak, that's not how you do it. The Lord wouldn't want that. Why would you do that? All this stuff. And you know it's something the Lord wanted you to do. People to speak over the good thing the Lord has given you. Just keep it to yourself. The importance of releasing. If there's anything that the Lord has told you to release during this time, because that's just what he just put in my mind just now. If there's anything he has told you to release in this time, release it. If he's been telling you to get rid of things, get rid of it. If he's telling you to dispose of certain things, dispose of it. If there's certain people he's having you distance yourself from during this time, do it. Because in this time, you're going to need privacy. In this time, you're going to need to be in the Lord's face. If some of you have been called to fast, if some of you have been called to fast, pray and fast. Every time you get hungry, open the Word of God and allow the Lord to speak to you. But the Lord is saying now is not a time for you to be seeking information and instruction from the world, but you need to be at his feet. And you need to be releasing whatever it is he's told you to release. If he told you to release a job, if he told you to release a certain major, if he told you to get rid of certain documents, if he told you to get rid of certain clothes, if he told you to start packing, if he told whatever it is he told you to do, you need to do it. You need to be seeking the Lord about instructions during this time, what he wants you to be doing, how he would like you to prepare for this thing. Because most of the time when we're getting ready to receive something really great from the Lord, we will decrease in some areas, and there's some things in our lives that will have to go. So you need to be seeking the Lord about your assignment, your instructions, what you're supposed to be doing right now. Whether you're going to go left or you're going to go right. You know, seeking the Lord about how he wants you to go about this. How he wants you to release a certain thing. If you're one of those people who are in a relationship, if you're in a relationship that the Lord has been telling you to leave, this would be a really great time for you to fast and pray and seek the Lord about instruction on how to depart, on how to pick your feet up and move, or ask the Lord to do it for you and to prepare for the Lord to do this thing. So for example, you're not strong enough to leave. You're not strong enough to do this. You didn't try it. You didn't thought about it. You just can't. You just can't do it. And that's okay. You just can't do it. So you pray and you ask the Lord, Lord, I want to be removed from this situation, but I'm not strong enough to walk away. So remove me forcefully. Remove this person forcefully. So after you pray that prayer, what you need to do is you need to start packing. You need to start getting ready. You need to start looking for stuff. You need to start looking for doors to open and preparing to walk through whatever that may look like for you. And keep it on the hush. Don't tell your friends that you're leaving. Don't tell this person that you're leaving. Don't call nobody and say, yeah, I'm fixing to leave. I'm preparing. The Lord's saying, be quiet, move in silence. Because the moment you try to do it, somebody gonna be like, well, that's not how you should do it. No, you should talk to them first. You should let them know what you're thinking. Let that person know. The Lord is saying, when he opened that door, walk through. Keep it to yourself. When I open that door, walk through. When I give you what you've been praying for, walk through. Especially if this is one of those situations where you know you're with the counterfeit and you know they're not going to let you leave in peace. Keep your mouth shut. Don't. If you got kids, don't even tell your kids. Just know one day it's going to be time to walk through. It's going to be time to walk out. And the Lord's saying, keep it to yourself. Don't let nobody know what's going on until he gives you permission to. Keep it on the low. I heard the importance of sacrifice. The importance of sacrifice. The importance of sacrifice. What are you saying, God? The importance of sacrifice. I heard that it's better for you to sacrifice it than it is for the Lord to do it for you. Even though he will do it for you. But it's better that you do it yourself, is what I heard just now. It's better that you sacrifice it than the Lord do it. And I've learned this myself over the last however many years. There's been plenty of times when the Lord told me to do something and I just didn't do it. And then the Lord had to do it for me. But when the Lord did it for me, I didn't like the way I had to go through that. But if I had did what he told me to do, when he told me to do it and how he told me to do it, I wouldn't have had to go through all those pains. I wouldn't have had to go through all that discomfort. So the Lord is saying that sacrifice is better. It's better that you sacrifice it than the Lord come in and snatch you up out of it or snatch you from it. Always seek the Lord and how he wants you to do it. It's like a parent. You know how when your parent come in the room and they be like, hey, I told you to do this. If I got to come in there and do it, you're not going to like how I do it. That's kind of how it is. Like, it's kind of like, if I gotta come in there, but not threatening, but in a loving way. Like, hey, look, I'm giving you the opportunity to do this, but if I come in there, you're not gonna like how I do it. So I'm giving you the opportunity to do it on your own, right? In a loving way, not in a like scary way, but in a loving way. Y'all know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Don't make me come in there. If I gotta come in there, no. I got it. I'll do it. Like, if you know, you know. Better to sacrifice. The importance of sacrifice. He's saying the importance of sacrifice. To know the importance of sacrifice. And if you can't do it, or you're too weak to do it, that's nothing to be ashamed of. That's nothing to be ashamed of. He'll still open the door for you. He'll still make a way for you to go through. But for those of you who are able, those of you who are willing, but you just don't want to, that's who that's for. Lord, is there anything else? I heard prepare for the storms. Okay, so prepare for the storms. And it's thundering. It's actually storming right now. A lot of you have to be quiet right now and be quiet about these things because storms are coming for other people, right? While you're getting blessed, there's a lot of people who are going to be going through it. There's going to be a lot of people around you where things aren't looking so good. And so the Lord is saying, be quiet, protect what you have and be quiet because storms are coming. Storms are coming. The Lord is getting ready to bless his people, but there's other people who are not going to be blessed, but they're going to be going through some things. They're going to be going through some things, and it's not going to be the time for you to be showcasing all of what the Lord is doing for you. Okay, storms are coming. That's another reason why you have to be quiet. And he said to protect what you have because other people are going to want it. So envy. People are going to want it. Also heard people are going to try to come to you with old news. So for those of you who are getting married, for those of you who are getting ready to have some form of an opportunity, there are going to be some people who are envious. There are going to be some people who are jealous or just have a spirit operating behind them that just isn't right. And they're going to try to come to you with old news. They're going to be trying to tell you stuff that you already know or try to make you afraid of what you have, you know. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. I heard that this company did this, or I heard that this person used to do that, or that they're still doing this. Like, they're going to try to speak a lot of bad things over your situation because they're envious of it. But they'll try to disguise it as if they're like afraid, you know, or concerned for you. I said it's very important for you guys to be quiet. It's very important for you guys to be mindful of what you are talking about, what you are sharing in this season. The Lord is saying, shut your mouth. He knows that what he's getting ready to do is amazing. He knows that it's going to make you oh so happy. But the Lord is saying you have to be quiet. You have to be quiet. Okay, do not hinder your process. Do not cause further delay. Do not allow people to speak over your blessings. Do not allow everybody to bear witness to your blessing, because like I said, it's not done. This is just part of it. This is still so premature. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. So do not allow people to speak over your situation. Do not allow people to speak over what the Lord is getting ready to do or interfere with what the Lord is doing with you. If you haven't seen the dream about being influenced by Jezebel and witchcraft spirits, go back and watch that. Go back and watch that. It will be a blessing unto you. And go read that passage that was with that dream as well. You guys be very, very careful during this time. Be in God's face. If he's been calling you to fast, go fast for however long he moves you to fast. If it's 3 days, 7 days, however long, or you just fast until you get a breakthrough, the Lord is saying be in his face. All right. My name is Abriah Serenity. If you haven't already, click that like and subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any more uploads from me. I love you all with the love of the Lord, and I'll see you guys next time.